Rolling dice.
Hey y'all, it's Zed Sampin time all over again. Now for this episode, we're going on a food run, and we're bringing the dogs with us. I would have had this one up sooner, but I had a slight technical problem with DaVinci Resolve, plus a bunch of volunteer work. Also, I figured if I just painted 3 little doggo figures, I could add a whole new game mechanic that we could play around with. I got the cards for them, and I also found some neat models on Etsy a while ago that would be perfect for dog companion proxies. They even got little doggo backpacks on them. But yeah, I've used the familiar companions in some fantasy games before, so I knew what to expect with these doggos here. They're going to make the game a little easier, so to balance that off, I'm going to make it a little harder too. That means I'm tossing in them Dark Zone rules I was talking about last time. I figure I might as well, since there's a bunch of campaign stuff that assumes Dark Zone rules are in play anyway. Time to rip off that band-aid now, I guess. The basic idea is that in addition to spawning Zeds, Dark Zones in buildings will also block line of sight for Zeds and Survivors. Plus, if Survivors want to shoot into a Dark Zone, then it's a 6 to hit, unless they have a flashlight or they have a skill which bumps their accuracy. I also decided to trim the spawn deck a bit with the VIPs, because if you saw last episode, then you know I was getting absolutely showered in epic weapons. I mean, the character Erin got like half the deck by herself by just plugging Zeds with her army sniper rifle. She had like half the epic weapon deck just in her inventory. So yeah, let's jump on into it, y'all. Less talking and more stomping. Let me just wander on over to the table here. How you doing, Harry? I don't want to step on you. This microphone cord is not a toy, Harry. All right. Cool. Just double checking that y'all can see the table real good still in the camera. Y'all should be able to see the whole board and the cards as I draw them and dice as I roll them. So there we go. Cool. We're still getting audio on my mic. I'm just double checking. I don't want to have to do this one all over again. As a YouTuber, that kind of happens and it sucks. But anyway, game. So here we are with The Escape, Mission 6. Now, this, I should tell you right now, this one might be a long one, because the objective here, in a nutshell, like I said, it's a food run, and what that means is we need 6 food items. So, potentially, we might have to go through, like, the entire equipment deck. And what's kind of nice about it, though, is we have these 2 cars here, and there is a special rule in this mission where we can store food items, like, in the car. We're just shoving them in the trunk. So what this means is, what I'm probably going to do is bust into these 2 little buildings up top here, and then we're going to do this big one. No, I'm sorry. I lied. Probably it's easiest to, like, open this one first, then that one, and make sure we're spawning as much stuff in blue as possible. So there's that. Also, once we have all this food and we store it in the cars, both cars need to get to the exit zone with all survivors without any zombies in that zone. So, as you might notice, we also have a new 3D spawn token that is in that zone as well. So yeah, there's a spawn zone in the exit zone. So we're going to have at least a little bit of work to clear that zone at the end. By the time we get to the end, we're probably going to be in red, because it's going to take some time to find all this food. One more thing, I should probably explain how these dogs work a little bit. Long and short of it is, Each dog is an NPC companion, more or less, that is attached to a survivor, and that survivor is the dog's handler. So we do have 3 different dogs here. Wanda has Gaspard, the bulldog. Gaspard is good at melee. Lucien is well, the card says blue healer, but this is basically a Rottweiler, I think is what they're called. Doberman Pinscher, sorry. Anyway, these were models I got off of Etsy. These are not original Simon Zombicide models. They're a little different. But point is, dog is attached to a handler. Dogs have cards that you put in the survivor's inventory. Dogs have attack values very similar to weapons. So yes, each dog is basically a weapon that the survivor can use to attack. So they're just sicking their dog on zombies, basically. Another interesting thing about dogs is you can kind of tell them to do things, you know, in real life. They do tricks. You tell them to go someplace, to fetch, to bring you something. And yes, in Zombicide, you can have dogs fetch. You can tell them to move. You can tell them two of these dogs can search and find a thing and then bring it back. Gaspard cannot. Gaspard is all about melee. Dogs also have slippery and low profile, so they never get shot at, and they can always ignore movement restrictions when it comes to like Z groups and whatnot. Each dog will give a unique buff to their handler when the dog is in the same zone. So the really nice thing about Gaspard is he gives Wanda +2 die melee. So since I gave her the baseball bat, she's starting out by just rolling 4 die rather than 2, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Phil has Bismuth, the German Shepherd. I figure that's appropriate because, you know, looks like a cop dog. All right. Oh, and one more thing. Yes, like I said, dogs can search. So what that means is, in theory, both Ned and Phil can search twice. They can have their dog search, and then they can personally search. So, yeah, that's going to come in handy for this mission, especially if we can score some flashlights. Get 2 items per survivor search. That would be great. All right. Enough explaining, let's just get started. And I think the first thing that we want to do is we will start with Amy. And I'm trying to do something slightly new here where I take these noise tokens and I put them on the survivor when I activate them. And in this way, I will remember who has been activated for the turn and who is not. And all I gotta do is remember to take them all off in the end phase before we start the next turn. And hopefully that will lead to a slightly smoother video for y'all. Okay, so we're starting with Amy. We have activated her. She has the fire axe and she is going to bust this door. And that means we spawn for all 8 dark zones in this big old building here. Okay. So first spawn way at the bottom is VIP. We have 3 VIP. That is our first card, huh? Okay. 3 VIP down here. We got a goth dude, butcher, and a sailor. Next spawn. It's okay. It's more VIP. All right, 3 more. Santa, Noise, Sailor. Next one better not be a VIP. It's a Seeker. I don't know how these special enemy cards just stick together, and we always start off with them too. I need to learn how to shuffle these tiny decks and whatnot. 1 Seeker. just one right here. Boom. What is the next one? It's a normal card for once. Okay, and it's two walkers that rush, so they move forward one space. And I got a runner in my walker bowl. Okay, they rush, and they're going to be right here. Okay. So next one is more seekers. So this seeker moves up, and then we get one more seeker right here. Okay. Let's see. 3 more spawns. Would have been the abomination, but we have a 0 on blue, so nothing spawns in this room right here. We got 2 more spawns. All right, we got 3 walkers that rush. So 3 walkers are right in front of Amy and the group here, right here. And then we spawn for that room. What is also in that room now? It is 2 runners. Okay, so that's it for the spawn. You're going to have to be concerned about these runners here. But probably the plan here is to ignore this building entirely for now and just go for this tiny building. And Amy has only done one thing so far, and she also has a free move action, which means she can sidestep here for free, then use her fire axe again to bust open this door. She has 1 action remaining, and we do 1 more spawn. And, oh, bad luck. It is 4 walkers that rush. Okay. That means Amy is going to be stuck in the street here, basically. She's going to have to spend her remaining action doing melee rather than just moving right into there. Let's see. All right, well, let's finish off Amy's activation. She has a fire axe, and we roll 1 die, and she'll kill a walker on a 4 or more. And she misses. Okay. So that is Amy. She is now surrounded by walkers, and we have 5 more survivors that could do a thing. Well, since we got those runners and those Zeds in that dark room, it would probably be best to send at least Wanda in there to, like, take care of them. And then we're going to have someone else help out Amy. But it's really only... Oh, gosh. It's really only Ned that can... No. Both Ned and Phil can walk in there with the dogs. They can just stick the dogs on them a few times. I was just explaining that earlier, right? The dogs are basically melee weapons in and of themselves. Okay, so we'll start, I think, put the activation token on Wanda and have her use 1 action to move in here. That means she could do 2 melee. She can roll 4 die and hits on a 3 or more. So what does she got? She gets 3 hits. Alright, so since it's melee and she can choose, she'll take out these runners first. And this walker. 2 runners are dead and 1 walker is dead, and Wanda scores herself 3 points. Okay. Alright, and she's gonna kind of have to use her final action to do another melee to try and finish off these 2 walkers. And this might be bad since we also have those 2 seekers that are somewhat close by, and those other 2 walkers are just gonna roll right in here too. So I might want to move someone else in here with her. I could probably move Doug and Josh in there, I suppose. Alright, so Wanda does get 3 hits. She kills these two walkers, and that is her third action. She gets 2 points for that. Cool. All right. So that is Wanda. And like I said, I'll probably move Doug in here and Josh in here. And they have pistols. So they could probably just shoot from this room to those walkers in there. Search, pick up the epic weapon, all that good stuff. Okay. So Doug can move. I wonder if I should have him. Yeah, we'll have him pick up the epic weapon and we'll see what it is. Oh, it's the Zantetsuken. You don't need that, Doug. That is for Wanda. Wanda's going to have to snatch that from him next turn. Okay, so Doug can take one shot to the next room over to try and kill one of those Zeds. He's got his pistol. He hits on a 3 or more. And he hits. Okay. Thankfully, when shooting from a dark room to another room that is not dark, you don't need a 6 to hit. So Doug gets 1 point for that. He's at 1. Okay. And so he did a move, he took, and he shot. So we can now have Josh do something similar. He'll move, and we'll have him search. And he will find a shotgun. Okay. Josh now has a shotgun that he can use to shoot at that zombie in the next room over. And yes, he gets 1 hit. So this zombie is now dead, and Josh gets 1 point. Cool. Now that is Josh's turn. Alright, so we got 2 survivors left, really. Phil and Ned, and they're going to have to move over here, because we shouldn't forget about Amy over here. So we'll move Phil into the zone, and he should be able to melee twice with Bismuth. What's interesting about the dogs is they all have slightly different attack profiles. Like, Gaspard does damage 2, but he can only roll 1 die, hits on a 3 or more. Bismuth does damage 1, but he can hit on a 3 or more as well, and he rolls an extra die. Lucian, on the other hand, can roll 3 die, but his accuracy is a little bit lower. Only hits on a 4 or more. And is also damage 1, so... All dogs will move 3 zones per move, though, if I have them move. So, fun fact there. Alright, so I'm going to have Bismuth attack twice here to see how many Zeds he can kill. If we're lucky, he'll kill them all. He does get 2 hits. Good doggo. 2 dead walkers. And 2 points for Phil. Next, roll. 2 more hits again. Okay, cool. Got a 6 and a 3. That is good enough. Bismuth kills them all. Phil now has 4 points. This now frees up Ned to move twice. 1, 2. And it's tempting to have him grab one of those things in there, but if I don't, I can have him search twice because he does have a free search. So he can use his free search to search himself and find a Molotov. Good job, Ned. We're going to put that right in his hand. So that way, just in case an abomination shows up, we have someone that can toss a molly. All right. Now he can have his dog search, and his dog finds a zombie in his face. No! That's not good, because he doesn't have another action now, and nobody else does either. So Ned is taking a wound now, because there's a bathrobe lady that appeared out of nowhere, and she's gonna swipe at him, and there ain't nothing anybody can do about it. All right, well, that is it for the survivor turn. We have activated everybody. So Ned now takes a wound from the bathrobe lady. And we have seekers that move. They're going to move to this zone. So I guess they both just slide over a little bit. These VIP move forward one, and so do these VIP down here. Okay. And now we're going to do 3 spawns. So in zone 1, we have 3 runners. Even more runners to worry about. Okay. Okay, they're right here. What is the next spawn? Up by the metro. We have more seekers. Okay, so now this seeker is here. He moved forward and had a heart attack, I guess. I don't know. 2 more seekers by the metro. It's stuck together now for some reason. Come on, boys. Okay. 2 seekers up here. Just my luck. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to jinx myself. What's the next one? It is nothing. That's pretty good. Well, I mean, it's a brute extra activation, but we have no brutes on the map, so nothing spawns here, which is good for our intrepid survivors. So the only one that had bad luck here was Ned. He got wounded, but that's fine. There's nothing very close to this group over here. So, and now we are kind of split up, which is not great, but I really wanted to kill those runners in this building first. So, anyway, let's try to get back together, though, and move around as a unit, at least for now. We are eventually going to have to split up once we get down to these cars here, because both cars need to come back to the exit zone, and we got to have them food items stored in the trunk or on our person or something. Now, normally cars only fit 4 models, but dogs don't take up 1 space. So we could potentially have like 5 models in a car if 2 of them are doggos. So we'll keep that in mind. Which means we can easily have 3 survivors in each car, whether they got doggos or not. Okay, so that was move and spawn. Now we get to do the survivors again. We're going to take all these little noise tokens off and decide who should go first. Let's see. Let's see, if we go with Wanda and we have her smack this guy, if she kills him, she can sprint in here and then still have 1 action left to smack the bathrobe lady. But we also kind of want her to grab that Zantetsuken from Doug. So there's no reason, I suppose, we can't have her smack, trade, and then move, and then she won't... Alright, let's just do it then. We're activating Wanda. We're doing her first. She actually should probably trade first, now that I think about it. First move is trade, and then she'll do the melee, because, wow. Yeah, she'll give Doug the baseball bat for the hell of it. She doesn't need a baseball bat if she has the Zantetsuken. And Gaspard, so... Alright, Wanda now gets to roll 7 die? Because, yeah, Zantetsuken is 5. She gets +2 thanks to Gaspard. And she hits on a 4 or more. So this here zombie is super dead. She done sliced him up into a bajillion pieces. That means these survivors are free to move now without needing an extra action. And Wanda can now sprint to be in here. Okay. And then I think I might take the other two boys and use up all of their actions to put them in here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, now everybody is in here now. And okay, so we activated Doug and Josh. And now we can probably do Ned. He will have Lucien attack the zombie first of all, of course. So we roll 3 die. Lucien hits on a 4 more. Misses. Lucien misses. Damn. A single 4. Have to do second melee. And we hit. Okay. Zed is dead. Ned gets 1 more point. Well, a point. I don't think he's gotten a point yet. Alright, so we're gonna have him once again search twice to see what he can find. Because he does get it. He only has 1 action left, but he can use that to have Lucien search and find some water. Good doggo. So we now have 1 food item, and Ned can also search himself and find a katana that Amy would probably want. Okay, so that's Ned. He's been activated. We're now going to activate Amy. She can free move in here. And then she has 3 actions left, so she can trade with Ned and grab that katana. She can also grab the objective. So that way we get her 5 points. Boom. I would like Amy to get into red because she does have medic as one of her red skills, and that's always very nice to have. So we might want to prioritize her grabbing objectives. That would be kind of cool. But anyway, so that's 2 things that she did. I think we should also have her do a normal search. And she finds an SMG. Alright, well that's something, I guess. She'll put that in her backpack. She should keep that fire axe for bashing more doors. Alright, so that was Amy, Ned, Doug, Wanda. That's damn near everybody except for Phil. So let's move Phil in here. He can do 2 more things. He can grab this. You can see what it is. It is the automatic shotgun. Cool. Phil now has an automatic shotgun. And he can also search with 1 more action. Move, take, and search. So what does Phil find? He finds a chainsaw. Oh my goodness. Phil is just all set now. Damn. Okay. Melee weapons will be good, I think, especially now with Dark Zones, and especially that we're mostly going to be moving around in this big old building here, and half of it is like Dark Zones. So I think we're going to rely on melee more than shootiness. Anyhow, that was the survivors, and now the zombies get to move again. So this guy moves forward. So do these VIPs. Okay. Runners move 2 zones so that they are in the intersection. And these 2 VIPs move down from the metro. Okay. And now 3 spawns. Let's see. That is 2 walkers in zone 1. Just 2 walkers, just chilling out over here. Okay. Metro gives us 1 walker that rushes. Because, yeah, we are still in blue. We have not gone to yellow yet. So We got one bathrobe lady there. And then one more spawn is one runner. Okay, so we have another runner right over here. We are going to have to take care of these runners now. Okay. Alright, so once again, end phase, we take all these little noise tokens off and decide who to activate first. Let's see. Well, Phil has his auto shotgun. We could just have him waltz out and just start opening up to try and kill as many of these runners as possible. That sounds like a good idea. Phil, activate and move. And this German Shepherd just stroll out confidently, and let's try to get Phil a few points so we can get him into yellow. That way he can shoot one more time. So we roll 3 die, hits on a 4 more. He'll start with that single runner that's right next to him. Oh, he misses completely. Great. Oh my gosh. Come on, Phil. I kind of need you to get this, buddy. He does get 1 hit, so that runner is dead. This means Phil only gets 1 point, so unfortunately he is not in yellow. And that is the end of his turn. Okay, Josh also has a shotgun, so we might have him wander out next to take some shots at these runners here. So move. It's going to take 2 shots. Josh is still in blue. 4 more to hit. Total miss. Great. Alright, 1 hit. Okay, that was Josh. Kind of looking like we need Wanda to sprint and utterly destroy them. So let's do that. We'll activate Wanda next. She does a sprint, and then she does her fancy 7 die melee. 4 more to hit. And she does get 2 hits. That is just how many we need. 2 runners are dead. Wanda scores 2 more points. She is now in yellow, and she gets an extra action. So she's already taken 2. Now, in theory, we could have her move and also melee those 3 zombies there. I don't think that's a good idea, though, because we'd be gambling on her killing all 3 of them in 1 shot. And that might happen, but I think it'd be safer to move her back now to be with the rest of the group. And that is Wanda. Alright, so we have 3 more survivors that can go now, and they should all probably just search and move, basically. Ned can search twice and then move. So we'll start with Amy. What does she find when she searches? A sawed-off. Okay. So she has a sawed-off now. And then she moves out of here. Let's see. Yeah, I think she's going to trade that up with her fire axe for now. When she found it. Well, heck, she even has, like, she did a search and a move, and that's a free move. So we could still say that's an action to reorganize. Anyway, so next person should probably be Doug. He will also search and move. Search. He finds a machete. Okay. So, yeah, he's going to reorganize too. He'll have a machete and a baseball bat. Actually, Doug has matching sets. What he can do is get another machete out of the deck. For the hell of it, why not? Doug is now dual wielding machetes, so it's basically the same thing as the baseball bat he had. He just can't also shoot now, which is kind of fine, I think. We don't need to worry about shooting too much in this one. But anyway, yeah, we'll ditch his normal pistol too. He's just dual wielding machetes. And he's going to move out of there. Alright, so the last one to go now is Ned. I'm going to activate him. And we want him... He doesn't have enough room for, like, too much stuff. He could... We might as well have him search twice anyway. We're probably just going to have to throw out something. So he does his free search. And it's another Molly that we should not throw out. So I think what we're going to do here is... He won't have Lucian search again. Let's see. He did his free search. He should probably just move with the rest of the group and then trade that to somebody. He will hand it off to probably Wanda. He'll hand it off to Wanda, and that will be Ned. Wanda now has a Molly. We got 2 Mollies. Okay. Cool. Everybody's back together again. That is the end of the Survivor phase here, so we're going to move. We got Seekers and One Walker in the intersection here. VIPs are finally almost sort of close to us. Okay. These 2 walkers move forward once. That is movement. We do 3 spawns. Okay, we got 2 brutes, because, yeah, we are in yellow now, because Wanda just barely got into yellow. So, 2 brutes in zone 1. Okay, next spawn is 6 walkers that rush. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and what is spawning right next to us? It is 1 runner. Precisely 1 runner that we need to kill before we start moving. Okay, could be worse. We want to just wipe out that runner and move forward and wipe out those Seekers and get into that building too. Okay, let's focus on killing this runner first. Probably we're gonna start here with Phil again. He has that auto shotgun. Phil is now activated. He's going to take a shot with the auto shotgun at that runner. Try to kill the damn thing. And he does. He gets a hit, so the runner is dead. Okay. So that's 1 action. We could have him move forward and take another shot and not have to worry about friendly fire. And I guess we're going to have to do... Yeah, Phil's going to be stuck there, so we're probably going to have to sort of hold that area down. Just start hosing every goddamn thing before we can... We can either try to get here or just move straight on forward to here. I think we might as well move on into here. Although it's really tempting to try and get in here because you got that 5 AP and another epic weapon locker chest right there. So, all right, maybe we'll fight our way down the street. So, still on Phil, he did 1 shot. He can now move and take another shot. Phil got 1 point for taking out that runner. If he kills at least one zombie here, then he's going to get an extra action, and he'll be able to shoot again. So, can we get a single 4, Phil? Please. Yes, he actually got 3 hits, so he kills all of these Seekers with 1 shot. Holy shit, Phil. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Cool. Cool. I'm just paranoid about this audio. I'm just making sure it's working. Right, so that puts Phil into yellow as well. That gives him an extra action. He can now shoot at either the walker in his zone, or he can shoot at those VIPs below him. No, he really shouldn't shoot at them, because they're in a dark zone, and he's only going to hit on 6. So he might as well spend that shot on this zombie right in front of him. So he gets 1 final shot at this bathrobe lady. And he does hit. He gets a single 4. So she is dead. And he gets 1 more point. Okay. So that is Phil. You know, I forgot he has the chainsaw, so he could have used that, I guess, instead of just his shotgun, but he would have been rolling more dice. But chainsaw is very inaccurate. 5 or more. Y'all might know that. I've used it before. That's Phil. Who should go next? We can't have Wanda sprint forward and just melee those 2 walkers there. Or we could have her sprint into that room to melee those VIP. That might be a good move too. Because that would be 2 actions. She could maybe search and move back out. That might be dope. And then that way nothing would be coming out of this building at the end of this turn. So yeah, we'll activate Wanda and she'll do that. She's going to sprint into this zone. And we're going to bank on her being able to kill all of these zombies in 1 hit with her 7 die. Okay, hitting on a 4 or more. Wow, okay, so that's 4 hits. They're all dead. We add this to Wanda's player board. She's got 3 sculpts. Okay, and that gives her 3 points. So that brings her up to 10. Cool. That was 2 actions, and she can do a normal search, which is hopefully not a zombie. And it is. It is. Great. Well, okay. So Wanda's stuck here for now. She's going to have to kill this zombie, and then she's probably going to kill these VIP next turn, which is fine, because that means she's going to get to pull from the Epic Weapon deck for sure. Alright. Let's waste this 1 zombie. Oh my gosh, and she only gets 1 hit out of 7 die. So that was awesome. That's all the hits we needed. That zombie is dead. And Wanda does not also take a wound. That's cool. Alright. Okay, so Wanda and Phil have gone. Let's see here. Amy does have a sawed-off. So we could have her free move, shoot, and maybe move into that little room with Wanda to search. Free move. She gets to roll 2 die, hitting on a 3 or more. She might as well try to trim down that bigger group above us. Yeah, we'll do that. And she does hit 2, so 2 of these walkers are dead, and Amy scores herself 2 points. 1, 2. That means she is now in yellow too, and she gets an extra action, which is cool, because that now does mean she actually could. Let me see. Well, see, that was she could have done that anyway. It's a free move. Then she just took a shot. She still has 2 actions left anyway. So it's tempting actually to just have her, instead of searching, since she has, let's see, 2 actions left now. We could either have her move in and search, or use that extra action to move to that. Yeah, we'll do that. She goes 1. It's so tempting, but I really think it's best to have her stay here and be with Wanda just in case. So, yeah, we're going to have her search, and we need to do lots of searching anyway. So she searches and finds a chainsaw. Well, that's a big upgrade from the katana. Okay, so she ditches her katana, and she has a chainsaw for melee now, and that is Amy. Okay, so Wanda might take that SMG from her too, I suppose. Next 3, Josh, Ned, and Doug. What should they do? They should probably all, like... Well, Ned is gonna... We're gonna have to have him move twice and be here. And then he can do his double searching thing again, I suppose. He might have to get rid of his crowbar, but we'll see. So, Ned and the other 2 guys can move and shoot to be with Phil to try and trim down some of these walkers. So, Ned, 1, 2. Let's activate him. He can do his free search and find a kukri. Okay. He's going to ditch his crowbar for the kukri. Amy still has her fire axe. Amy's going to have to be holding on to that. Well, I just realized Amy has a chainsaw, and that opens doors too. And so does Phil. So Amy can totally ditch her fire axe now. That's kind of dope. She'll probably do that the next time she finds something. Anyway, that was Ned's free search. He can also search with Lucian, and he finds a crowbar, the thing we just threw out. Great. Well, maybe that brings us closer to our next food item, so that's fine. All right, now these 2 guys, Josh and Doug. Doug cannot shoot, actually, because he has those dual machetes. But I'm probably going to move him into this zone anyway, even though he can't shoot. We would just use 1 action to move him here, and then there's just not doing anything else with him. It's risky, but we could also... No. If I move him twice and then melee these 2 walkers here, he doesn't have another action to move back. So he just moves forward and he chills there. You never have to use all your actions. So that's activating Doug, and then we can activate Josh to end out the turn. He moves forward and he can shoot twice with his shotgun. So he'll probably start with these 2 zombies, try and kill them, and then focus on the other zombies above us. So he does hit 1. That one's dead, and Josh gets another point. So now he'll shoot with his shotgun again. And he does hit 1 again. So now that zombie is dead, and Josh gets another point. Alright, and that ends yet another turn for the survivors. So we move these VIP into this zone for Wanda to chop up and get a epic weapon. These 4 walkers move into the zone with these boys here. Gonna have to sick that dog, and might start with Doug just chopping so he can get some points. Also, these brutes move over and we do 3 spawns. So First spawn is 5 walkers that rush, so they're going to be in that same zone with the brutes. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Still haven't seen... Oh, I better not say it. I'm not jinxing myself. What's next? What is it? Alright, it's just 3 brutes. Just 3 brutes chilling up by the metro. They're just hanging on out. Well, no, they walked out of the metro. That's what they did. They shambled out, I suppose. The zombies do. They shamble. One more. It is 5 seekers. Okay. Seekers are back in play. The seekers are the only models I've tried using washes on, by the way. A friend suggested I try washes, especially for the zombies, to make them look all extra dirty and whatnot. It is kind of nice for just sort of adding a bit of shadow depth shading and all that. Anyway, so yeah, that was 5 seekers right there. So now survivors can go again, and we are going to start with Doug. He's going to start a chopping, and we're going to try to get him some points. See if we can't. If he can kill all those walkers, we might have him move inside. I don't know. Because it might be best for everybody to get together and then go this way if we want to bust into that one too and get the rest of that AP and another epic weapon. Start with Doug. He rolls 2 die. He hits on a 3 or more with his machetes. So he does get 1 hit. He takes out 1 walker, scoring himself 1 point. Okay. Next melee. He gets 1 hit, taking out 1 more walker. Scores himself 1 more point. And looks like we're still stuck in this zone, basically. 1 more attack. And it's precisely 1 more hit. Okay. Wow. 1 hit each time. Well, that's better than nothing, I guess. Gave Doug a few more points. We cleared them out. Alright, so now we can probably start with Phil. And he's going to have to melee that zombie. He might as well, rather than using his chainsaw, if you can believe it, we'll have him sick the dog. The dog would be more accurate. And then he can open up with his shotgun to the next zone. Keeping in mind we still have the Seekers right behind us, but we don't have anybody with like ranged weapons that can actually hit them. So they're just going to have to wait till later, I guess. Alright, we are activating Phil. He is sicking Bismuth. And we do get 1 hit with Bismuth, so that is enough to clear that zone. Get Phil 1 more point. So now he can shoot 3 times with his auto shotgun at this other zone. On a 4 or more, he gets 1 hit. So he is going to kill brutes first because they got targeting priority. Okay, second shot. It's once again only 1 hit. Cool. That's 4 or more. That's a 50-50 chance. Alright, Phil gets 1 more hit. Okay, and he has 1 final shot. How many Zeds does he kill with this 1 blast? Ooh, that's a better roll. He kills 3 with 1 blast. Cool. Now he gets 3 more points. Ooh, he is close to orange now. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, Phil. He is cleaning stuff up. Okay. So now we're going to activate Wanda. We want her to finish off these VIP. Okay, she gets precisely... Oh gosh, she gets 2 hits. Out of all that, she gets 2 hits. Okay. So she'll get these 2. 1, 2 points. Alright. So now she can trade these in by dumping them. And we can select something else from the Epic Weapon deck for her. We can give her... Maz Shotgun might be nice. Although really, Maz Shotgun is basically just a sawed-off shotgun with a machete attached that I'm never going to use. So... Evil Twins would definitely be better. Especially for Wanda. Yeah, we'll give Wanda Evil Twins. Boom. That's what she gets. And we'll shuffle this epic deck since I looked through the whole gosh darn thing. Okay. Put that back. Alright, so that was 1 melee. She has 3 actions left. I guess, unfortunately, she'll have to do another melee here. We can have her sprint and do 1 final melee to take out those 2 walkers there. She does kill. Yeah, she gets precisely 2 hits. She kills this sailor. Put the sailor on her board. Okay. So with 2 actions left, in theory we could have her sprint and then melee. Yeah. Yeah, we might as well do that. Then Amy can follow up and open that door. See what spawns there. It's not great that everybody will be split up kind of, but at least they'll be all right next to each other. So, okay, we'll do that. We'll have Wanda start here by sprinting and doing 1 melee again. Chop up these here walkers like crazy. Yep. Oh boy, she got a bunch of hits that time. So they dead. Why couldn't I get that roll initially? Okay, Wanda gets 2 more points for that. 1, 2, and now she is getting kind of close to orange as well, which is great. Once she's in orange, we give her +1 to dice roll melee, and then she gets to roll 7 die while hitting on a 3 or more, which is pretty cool, Wanda. Okay, Amy has her free move, so she could move, bust, and still have 2 actions left. So I might as well have her search before she does that. So what does Amy find? Let's activate her first. We are doing stuff with Amy. Let's see here. Search. Great, she gets a pistol. That's nothing. Alright, she's gonna toss all this other crap out. She doesn't need any of it. And now she's gonna move. So that was search, and now she gets a free move. And 3 actions left. So Right, search, free move, move. 2 actions left. So now 1 action is using chainsaw to open this. And that means we do 1 spawn for what's in there. And it's 6 dogs, actually. That is awful. Because dogs would move 1, 2, and still have 6 attacks. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Damn it. I'm trying to figure out how to, like, not make this the end of the game, but it kind of looks like the end of the game. We got 6 dogs spawning here, like I said. They're gonna be able to move 3 times, which means they'll be here and they're gonna smack these ladies. So this is what I get for being reckless, I guess. Because we only have Ned left. And he would not be able to attack those dogs. Now, Ned has also been wounded too. So even if both Amy and Wanda take 2 wounds, and Ned takes 1, that is 1 other wound, meaning one of the dogs also dies. But the game would technically not be over. Like, everyone would just be almost dead. That sucks. So Lucien is probably going to bite the dust here. That means we're probably going to have to do that special 2 search thing for sure now with Ned, because we're about to lose Lucien. We're not going to lose the game, but boy, this is not great. So let me get these 6 dog figures. I thought for sure the game was over until I did a bit of math. It's not great. It's going to be bad, but now, of course, we don't even know what the hell is going to spawn, really, so we'll see what even spawns. That's what I get for being reckless. A whole bunch of dogs right in my face. Alright. So yeah, Ned is going to search once, and he finds a kukri that he is immediately going to throw away. And he also finds, well, his dog finds a shotgun that I guess he'll keep for now. So that was 2 actions. Ned can then... Oh wait, Ned only has 3 actions. But his personal search move was free. So yes, even though he had his dog search, he can still use 2 actions to be right here and help absorb some damage from that pack of dogs that's about to tear us apart. Alright, well, that's not great. Okay, so yeah. Survivor turn is now over. We move and we spawn. We move these dogs in this zone. Okay, we lose Lucien. Lucien is gone now. That sucks. They killed Lucien. Well, it's either Lucien or the game, so Ned takes another wound, so he's down to 1 wound. Wanda and Amy are also both down to only 1 wound. So they are not doing good here. Not good at all. These brutes move forward, and these seekers move forward. For all I know, they're going to get to activate a bunch of times and mess us up even more. Let's see, though. So let's spawn and see what happens. First spawn is 6 VIP. Boy, we really need Amy to get into red now. Like, holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of butchers. 5 and 6. Okay. Pretty good so far, but boy, that was just a very unlucky spawn right there. And we got the abomination too. It's a good thing we got a molly. 2 mollies actually. Which abomination is it though? Let's see. Which one in the deck shows up? It's going to be the Chupacabra. Okay. I think he showed up last mission, so yeah, there ain't nothing too special about the Chupacabra other than if the Chupacabra is in a dark zone, all of a sudden it's invincible. So we better torch the damn thing while it's out in the street. So 1 more spawn is going to be, thankfully not Seekers, it's going to be 1 Brute. Because we're still in yellow. Nobody's gotten to orange yet, although Phil and Wanda are pretty close. 1 Brute right here. Alright, oh gosh, that was brutal. We're still alive though, we're still in it. We're still in it. Those dogs messed us up, but okay, so obviously I think we're going to start with Wanda here. She is going to melee like crazy. Trying to get us some revenge for Lucian. She gets into orange, she hits on a 3 or more. How many doggos can she kill? She kills 2. That's 2 doggos dead. Is that enough to put her into orange? No. Almost. Alright, she's got 3 more actions left. She'll do another melee. And wow, okay, so that was 4 hits. That she kills all them doggos. Wanda was pissed, I guess. Wow, okay. 4 dogs dead, and that definitely puts her into orange. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So she now has more accurate melee. And she has 2 actions left, so she might as well move inside and search, I think. Because, boy, we need to find more of this food so we can get the hell out of here. Definitely get Amy into bread to start healing up a little bit. Damn. Got 3 survivors that are almost dead now. Okay, so she searches and she finds a flashlight. Okay, cool. Give that to Ned, I suppose. Although he's almost full up. Okay, so who do we activate next after Wanda? Okay, probably we'll have Doug. We'll activate Doug. Because we can do this real quick. Well, he'll go 1, 2, and then he'll search the epic weapon and get a gunblade. Cool. So he's gonna ditch probably both of these machetes, just both of them, and he just has the gunblade now. Because gunblade can do ranged and melee, so he doesn't need machetes, and that frees up tons of space for more searching for him. Okay, so that is Doug. I think both Josh and Phil should probably take one shot before they also get to moving and try and take out some of these. Phil can probably shoot twice though before he moves and still be able to move into that room. So maybe we should do that. We'll activate Phil. Phil is activated. And he's going to shoot twice at these Seekers. And take them the hell out. And he does get 2 hits. So 2 Seekers are dead. Phil gets 2 points. 1, 2, and he is almost an orange. So he'll shoot one more time. And he does get 1 hit. So that puts him in orange. And I think I'm going to give him a free combat action. That would definitely come in handy. And that means he gets to take 1 free shot now to shoot at the Seekers one more time before he moves twice. And he kills 1 of them. Okay. 1 more Seeker is dead, and Phil gets 1 more point. So now Phil and his doggo can move 1, 2. Oh, I'm still kind of sad about Lucian dying. You never like seeing dogs die, and that's a bad way to go, right? Getting torn up by other dogs. Well, anyway, that is Phil. Who goes next? Definitely Josh. We're going to activate Josh. He's going to take 1 shot. He can only take 1 shot because he's still in blue. So we'll have him shoot once with his shotgun, and hopefully he kills that Seeker. And he does. He gets 2 hits. He only needs 1. Seeker is now dead, and Josh gets 1 more point. Okay, and we can move Josh 1, 2 up into here. And that leaves us with Amy and Ned. So I think, okay, with Amy, she could probably do 1 blast with her sawed-off. And then she could do a free move and still have 3 actions to move in there and get that objective. That's probably a good thing to do with her. So we'll do 1 blast, shoot at them VIPs, hits on a 3 or more, and she misses entirely. Well, it's worth a try, I guess. So she couldn't shoot anymore if she wanted to because sawed off. She'd have to reload it. So free move, and that leaves her with 3 more actions. So she can now move, take this objective, and do a normal search. So she'll take this. We'll give her 5 more points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 12. And she's going to search and find a machete that she's going to immediately throw away. Because why would she want that? Hold the phone. Maybe she'll keep that. Because Josh might be able to use that along with his shotgun. Anyway, so that is Amy, and we've got Ned left with oh god. Wrong handler. Gaspard is still with Wanda. Okay. Ned is dogless now. Okay, so Ned probably wants to move. And he can now absolutely trade with Wanda. He'll take the flashlight and dump his shotgun. So he did a move and a trade. And his search action might be free, but I don't really have anything else for him to do. So we're just going to have him search and get 2 cards, and maybe it'll be a food item, hopefully. What does he find? He finds plenty of shells and plenty of bullets. I think he's going to keep plenty of shells to give that to Phil, because that would be nice. It would be really nice if he could also hold on to plenty of bullets, but he just does not have enough space. So he's going to hold on to... Well, he does have one other action left, though. So he could do an immediate trade with his final action and give... Who should have plenty of bullets? Probably, yeah, Doug. Because Wanda already has, like, Gaspard and Molotov in her inventory. So we'll give plenty of bullets to Doug to help with his gunblade. And Ned will keep the plenty of shells and give that to Phil next turn. And that is Ned. Everyone has been activated. Boy, we need to get Amy up in the red. That is not going to be easy. She has a long way to go. We got to be really careful until that happens. Alright. So, move and spawn. VIPs move here. Brutes move here. Chupacabra moves right there. Brute moves there. Boom. 3 spawns. We do have Abomination, so the Abomination gets an extra activation. Nothing spawns here. Metro, we get 2... Oh, no. We get 3 runners, because we're in orange. 1, 2, 3 runners. Oh, at least everybody is back together again. They are not split up. And boy, now I am not going to split up until we absolutely have to start driving them cars. Let's see. So, one more spawn is 5 Seekers. Okay, Seekers are once again back in play off on the east side of the map. 5 Seekers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So, that's movement and spawning. So we're going to take off all these noise tokens, and once again we're going to decide who should go first. It might be good to I'd say it might be good to start with Amy because of her free move. But maybe we should start with Phil. I have to kill these VIP. Ooh, Ned could toss that Molly and score himself like 8 points. Okay. Boy, we better not get a runner extra activation in the spawn. Or hopefully someone can kill them. But I don't know. We might want to start. Let's see. Ned could just move outside, toss the Molly, and then just go ham with his kukri. We could start with that. Let's do that. Activate Ned. He moves outside. He still has the Molly in hand just for this situation. And we're going to toss it. That's 2 actions. You know what? He has a free search, though. So I might as well say he did his free search before he does any of this. And with the flashlight, he pulls 2 things. So, all right. Wait, no, I'm not doing that. I wouldn't, even if it's free, I wouldn't have him search because his inventory's full. Moving on. He gets 8 points for this. Like I said, we kill these brutes and this abomination. Okay. 8 points, Ned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, he now has an extra action. Meaning he can do 2 melees on the VIP in his zone with his kukri. He does hit 2 of them, so we'll put a Santa and a Butcher on there. 1, 2. Okay, 1 more melee with the kukri. Oh my gosh. Where did it go? Here it is. Okay, we're gonna roll that again. It was a 6, but we're gonna roll it again. And it's fate. It was a 6 again. Okay. Fine. Ned gets 2 kills. We can give him the goth dude and the construction worker. And that means 1 more unique sculpt, and Ned will score himself an epic weapon. Okay, so that was Ned. He gets 2 more points for that. Alright. Who should go next? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I suppose we could have Wanda. Once we kill these 2, she could sprint and use her evil twins. She'd have 3 actions to try and kill those damn runners. Hopefully she could do it in 2... That's not a good idea, though. And nobody has long-range guns just yet. Don't know how we would be able to attack them. Because Ned is stuck in that zone. I better do something. Probably the best move is to just have everybody search and move, kill those VIP. Like I said, we're going to have to try to be careful now. We got 3 survivors that are almost dead. We got to try to play this really carefully. Even... Boy, if those runners get an extra activation, that's yet another 6 wounds that we got to distribute amongst everybody. So... We'll cross that bridge once we get there, though. So... We might just have Wanda search, move, melee. What does Wanda find? Wanda gets some canned food. Okay, so that is 2 food items now. Alright, starting to look up a little bit. Now Wanda can move. That was 2 actions. She can now melee twice. So these VIP are definitely dead. Yeah, she kills both of them in 1 hit. So she scores a butcher for her card. Toss that one out. She gets 2 more points. There's really nothing else that she should do. She'll just stay there. So everyone else is just going to search and move, I guess. Okay, we activated Wanda, and we activated Ned. So now we'll activate Amy and see what she can find. She gets a flashlight. Okay. And there's yet another flashlight now. Okay, and then Amy does a free move. And in theory she has 3 more actions, but we're just going to have her... Should she trade with somebody, though? Yeah, she'll trade. She'll give Josh this machete, and he'll toss his pistol. And then she'll move outside with everybody else. That's Amy. Now we'll activate Doug. He will search. And find plenty of bullets again. Okay, so I guess... the only other person that could use it is Wanda, and her inventory is full up. So we might have Doug carry the Molotov for now. So what he could do is now he searched, he can move, and now he can trade. And he'll give Wanda the plenty of bullets. And he'll keep that Molly in his other hand. In his offhand, for just in case we need to toss it. Doug is not as zippy as Wanda. But whatever. So, let's see here. That's Doug. We got Josh and Phil that can still go. So let's activate Phil. He can search twice because he still has his doggo. So he can do a personal search and find a machete that he will immediately toss. And Bismuth finds a sawed-off that we're also going to... We're also going to throw it away. Yeah, I'm going to throw that away. And then he's just going to move outside here with everybody else. That's Phil. So now let's activate Josh and have him search. And what does Josh find? A sawed-off. Okay. Finding all the sawed-offs now. He's going to throw that out too. He moves outside. Everybody's together now. Hooray. And now we can bust into this big old building. Try to find some more food items. We need to start maneuvering towards one of these cars. Probably the cop car because it's the closest one. Someone's going to need to bust open the door, and we need to start storing things in the trunk, because we do have 2 food items to store. Alright, so now movement and spawning. We've got these runners. Move 1, 2. See, I was worried for nothing. They're actually in the intersection. They don't move straight to us. And the brute moves here, and these... Seekers move here, so that's fine for now. We're going to have to kill those runners and brutes to get back into the building. We also need to spawn to see what the heck happens. So first spawn is... Oh, gosh. It's 7 dogs, because we're in orange. We have 7 dogs right behind us. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Two spawns. 2 more spawns. Alright, we got 8 VIP by the Metro. Grab a whole bunch. Just plop them all down one at a time. Santa. Another Santa. A noise. Okay, hot dog and a construction worker. And a cop. We need 2 more. It's another hot dog and... Oh, dude. Okay, so they're up on the metro. One more spawn is going to be... Walkers get an extra activation. Okay, so that... So nothing spawns here, and these VIP, who do count as normal walkers for these extra activations, move forward. Does not affect anything else on the map, though. Seekers are not affected by that, according to their rules. So, okay, because they get enough extra activations as is, right? What might be a smart play is to try and chop through these doggos and go this other way. Because we have to kill these dogs. But we also have those other runners there too. We are between a rock and a hard place here. Okay, best bet might be to just charge forward with Wanda. And if we're lucky, she can kill them all in like a couple of rolls and then be able to move down by that door. So let's try that. Fingers crossed. Her and Gaspard are going to start us off by just charging in. Because if she is stuck in that spawn zone, if anybody is stuck in that spawn zone, that will not be good. Heck, it's not even really good to be next to the damn spawn zone, because something could rush out of it and get an extra activation at the same time. That actually happened to me once, playing this mission, and we lost because of it. Like, it kind of sucked, but... Alright, so Wanda is going to move, and she's going to do melee. She rolls her 7 die with her fancy sword, and if we're really lucky, she kills all of them in one swing. Because she does hit on a 3 or more now, so we got a pretty good chance she can kill them all in 2 hits. So first roll, she does get 4 hits. Alright, that's a good start. 4 doggos are dead. If she even... I mean, she's got 4 actions. She can even kill them in 3 hits. She still has 1 action left to move to that door. Does she kill all the doggos? Yes. Yes, thanks to her enhanced accuracy. Yeah, she kills all the doggos in 2 hits. Which is pretty cool. She kills them all. And I don't know, we might as well all just move down the street towards this car. Because Wanda is in this zone, and she has 2... Wait, she did move, and she did 2 melees. So she has... She can sprint. She can sprint from here, go 1, 2, 3, and then just be right by this car. Boom. Meaning what we could do is just have everyone else book it down there too. And just ignore those runners entirely. With that in mind, we might start with Amy, since she has a free move. And she also has that chainsaw, so she can do free move and 1, 2. She could bust this. That's 3. She would have 1 action left to move in here. So we'll do that. 1, 2, bust, and now she's in this room. Okay, so now we're kind of set up here so that we can like search and try to load up the cop car with as much food as possible. And we also need to someone has to get over here to bust this open. All right. So everyone else, 1, 2, 3, 4. If they have 3 actions, they're here. If they have 4 actions, they're here, basically. So let's see. Phil can move 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We have activated Phil and Amy. Let's keep track. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Ned can move 4 times. We'll activate him. And he even has a free search. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He can use his free search. Wait, no. He has a food item. So instead of that, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to move him here. So he is right by the cop car to put that water in there. He still has those plenty of shells, and he needs to give to, like, Phil, basically. Let's see here. So who else has... Yeah, Wanda also has food, and she is right by the car. So they can both store that food in the car. Doug only has 3 moves, so he moves 1, 2, 3, and he's right here by the door. Josh is the same. He only has 3 moves, so 1, 2, 3, and he's right here. Okay, so that puts some good distance between us and the runners and those seekers. We're now over here that we can start loading up one of the cars and searching. Okay, I kind of hate to do this, but we're gonna finish this zombie phase, and I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom real quick. So I'll try to make that quick, and I'll be right back as I'm still recording the episode. If I was a really smart boy, I would just stop recording and then start recording again and put it all together in DaVinci Resolve. But here we go. So let's do sprinters. 1, 2, they're here. Brute is there. VIPs are here. Let's see. The seekers combine with them because all the noise is over here. I don't know if this would be the shortest path, or would this be whatever. They all move that way. So 3 spawns. We've got 5 seekers in zone 1. So those other seekers are going to move. We take these seekers and move them forward 1 zone. And these other seekers spawn with the runners. Okay, 2 more spawns. Up by the metro, we get 7 doggos. That's something we're going to have to eventually be worried about, but there ain't... way the hell up there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, 7 doggos. Let's see. 1 more spawn is gonna be 7 walkers. Okay. 7 walkers right here. 4. That's 7. Okay. Alright, and actually I'm going to do that thing. It's not going to be that hard. I'll wander over here to the computer. I'm going to stop recording. And I'll just hit start once I'm ready to keep gaming. And I'll just mush everything together so y'all don't have to wait while I'm going to the bathroom.